Chlorine. So first, preparation of chlorine. When manganese dioxide reacts with hydrochloric acid, it gives manganese chloride, chlorine and water. Second one, when sodium chloride reacts with manganese dioxide and sulfuric acid, you are getting chlorine, and these are byproducts: manganese chloride, sodium bisulfate and water. When potassium permanganate reacts with hydrochloric acid, gives potassium chloride, manganese chloride, water as byproducts, and chlorine is the main product. Now here these are important preparations of chlorine. This is Deacon's method or Deacon's process, where hydrochloric acid reacts with oxygen at 723 Kelvin temperature in presence of copper chloride, gives chlorine gas. Once again, this is very important preparation. So next one, in the electrolysis of aqueous NaCl, the solution is also called brine solution. Electrolysis of aqueous solution of NaCl gives chlorine gas at anode. Now this is regarding preparations of chlorine. Now move to properties. Chlorine is greenish yellow colored gas and it is having pungent smell. Now some chemical reactions now. When it reacts with metals like aluminium, it gives aluminium chloride. Sodium chloride. Iron, ferric chloride. With non-metals, phosphorus gives phosphorus trichloride. Sulfur, it gives a sulfur monochloride. With hydrogen, it gives a hydrochloric acid. Some other reactions are like this. This is very, very important for PU examination. When chlorine reacts with excess of ammonia, then products are ammonium chloride and nitrogen gas. When ammonia reacts with excess of chlorine, then we will get nitrogen trichloride and HCl. I will repeat. When excess of ammonia reacts with chlorine, gives ammonium chloride and nitrogen gas. When excess of chlorine reacts with ammonia, it gives nitrogen trichloride and hydrochloric acid. Now move to next important property, reaction with alkali. When chlorine reacts with cold and dilute sodium hydroxide, it gives sodium chloride, sodium hypochlorite. I will write here sodium hypochlorite. Generally this they are using as hypochlorite solution, which is used in disinfectants for COVID-19 nowadays. Now when chlorine reacts with hot and concentrated sodium hydroxide, it gives sodium chloride and sodium chlorate. And a byproduct is water. Now here chlorine oxidation state is 0, here -1, here +1. 0 to minus 1 reduction, 0 to plus 1 oxidation. That's why this is an example for disproportionation redox reaction. Your oxidation state of chlorine is 0, here minus 1, here plus 5. 0 to minus 1 reduction, 0 to plus 5 oxidation. This is also disproportionation redox reaction. Here same element undergoes both oxidation and reduction. When calcium hydroxide reacts with chlorine gas, then you are getting bleaching powder. This is the formula of bleaching powder, or components present in the bleaching powder. Now next one, methane reacts with chlorine, gives methyl chloride. Further you can get carbon tetrachloride also. When ethene reacts with chlorine, it undergoes addition, gives 1,2-dichloroethane. Next, chlorine acts as a good oxidizing agent. It converts ferrous salts into ferric salts. Here oxidation state of iron is +2, here +3. Sulfides to sulfates. Sulfur +4 here, here +6. Next, sulfur dioxide to sulfuric acid, once again +4 here, +6 here. So iodine to iodic acid, here iodine 0, here iodine +5. So these are all oxidation properties of chlorine. Here chlorine undergoes reduction, but it oxidizes others. Now at last, so chlorine behaves as a bleaching agent. When chlorine is added to water, then we will get a mixture of hydrochloric acid and hypochlorous acid. Later this hypochlorous acid gives nascent oxygen. So because of that nascent oxygen, it will change the color of any given matter. That's why this is called bleaching agent. Now among all these properties, you have to carefully identify reaction with ammonia and reaction with alkali.